Yo guys, BeastlyGible here, and as you can see, we finally have another Wi-Fi battle. This was actually a while back, around 2 weeks ago, so yeah, but this battle was good. It was very nice against, my opponent doesn't have a YouTube channel, I believe. He challenged me on Twitter, so I'll leave his Twitter in the description. So yeah, let's just get on to the analysis of our teams. My opponent has a Time Flame, which wrecks shit with Priority, Brave Bird, Rhythm Wash. I'm not sure if it's specially defensive, with Scarf, just regular offensive or defensive. But since it's a Frost, I was thinking it's either specially defensive or just Scarfed or just offensive. Then this Darmanitan, which was probably Scarf or Life Orb, something like that, or Banded. But Darmanitan is a lot of work. The Berlin just likes to put stuff to sleep, Mach Punch, all his shenanigans. The Crocodiles, I'm guessing it's the defensive one. But yeah, and the Jellicent, which you'll see will be his lead. And my lead would obviously be the Genesect. And then, what am I trying to say? Yeah, the Thunderous, nice HP as Timid Thunderous, I love this thing. The Shiny Latias looking nice and clean, with the Assault Vest, because that's a monster set to run. Then obviously the Shiny Greninja, with the Life Orb, Naive, just so I can have U-turn on it. So I can pull a U-turn with Genesect and Greninja. And now I have like a little working partners over here. The Charizard Y to set up the Sun and just be a complete monster, and physical Venusaur, because I need more physical attackers in this team, because as you can notice, technically the only physical attacker is this Venusaur, because the only physical move Genesect and Greninja have are U-turn, and the rest of my Pokemon are mainly they are mainly special. So yeah, physical Chlorophyll Venusaur wrecks stuff with Sleep Powder, Swords Dance, Earthquake, and Petal Blizzard, which you'll see in this battle. So before I commence the battle, I would like to give a nice clean shout out to my bro Blazeshadowthorn, which recorded this Wi-Fi battle, and he was a really good friend of mine. He actually hooked me up with this Latias, Genesect, and the Greninja, since obviously I don't believe Pokemon came out at the time of this. Actually, I think it did, but I don't know. I don't fucking know. Anyways, yeah. So go check him out. His YouTube link will be in the description down below, as well as my Twitter link and my opponent's Twitter link. And if he does have a YouTube channel, I'll probably link that. I'm not sure, I'll have to find out. So yeah, I guess let's just start on with the battle. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so let's get right into this battle. Yeah. My lead is obviously the Genesect, just in case I am Scarfed. So if there's a threat, I just U-turn. If not, I just wreck shit. And yeah, he leads off with the Jellicent, and I can't really OHKO it with Thunderbolt, so I decided to U-turn, predicting the Will-O-Wisp or the Storm, because I don't want to risk the burn. So I thought it would carry Will-O-Wisp, so I switch into my Charizard. But he predicts that very nicely and goes for a Toxic. Obviously that was a prediction, because Genesect isn't affected by poison since he's a Steel type. So now I'm gonna proceed to Mega Evolve and go for a Solar Beam, dealing some super effective damage. And I'm pretty sure this Jellicent is especially defensive, because it took that hit very nicely, which you'll see right now. So I go for the Solar Beam, smack that pink Pringles looking jellyfish with foot in the face. It lives it, And then apparently it has a citrus berry, and yeah. And then it goes for a recover, just pretty much making this turn completely pointless for me. So now that the citrus berry is gone, I'm gonna go for another solar beam, see how much that will do. And I see, and it still isn't enough to take out, since obviously the combination of citrus berry and recover. However, the Judgment just goes for a skull that doesn't do much because of the sun. And thinking about it now, I could have just killed this thing. I don't know why I switched out. If another solar beam would have killed it, but I was thinking this Judgment really can't do much to me. It still hasn't revealed its final move, but I mean, it has Toxic, which doesn't affect me. And then Skull, that is not very effective in the recover. I go for Sleep Powder and I miss. So now the Jellicent is back at full. So now I'm just gonna set up a Swords End. It doesn't really matter, and I don't know if that was a mistake or something, but or just forgot that Venusaur is a poison type. It doesn't really look like a poison type, so I can see the mistake. But yeah, luckily I OHKO it, thinking that that's pretty much reassuring that thing, especially defensive, because I OHKO'd even though it was at +2. Pretty sure max defense, max HP, Jellicent would have taken that quite nicely. Sadly, I go for a Sleep Powder and I miss again. Not really gonna complain since I already know Sleep Powder's accuracy. And I take about 55% from that Earthquake. That Crocodile is really strong. I do not want to play around. I had to put it to sleep because I really did not want to play with this thing, because it's very powerful. So now I'm pretty sure I can OHKO it. I was thinking about it. I should have set up another Swords Dance because it was asleep. But yeah, anyways, Venusaur is putting in a lot of work right now, thanks to the Chlorophyll. But sadly now, Talonflame is here, and obviously I do not want to take a Bird straight to the face. So I just decided to go into my Charizard, reset the Drought, Sun Turn, and just sack it, but the Talonflame goes for a Swords Dance, which is very scary. I'm scared right now. It's a +2 priority user. And yeah, I'm just gonna go for Flamethrower, thinking with my Vicrudy and go for another one. Sword Dance, but nope, he just kills me off with the Bird. And I think now I'm thinking what I can learn to for this thing. So I actually wanted to neutralize the threat, since it was at +2, so I go for a Thunder Wave. Thinking about it, it was probably going to go for a Flare Blitz, since obviously flying is resistant against electric, so I should have went for a Thunderbolt, which I actually regret now, because yeah, my Thunders could have put in some work, but nope, it just got completely destroyed by half caliber. Luckily, it did paralyze it, and I don't know what I'm thinking, because it still has Gale Wing. And then I go for Sleep Powder. I was like, I don't even know what I was thinking right there. But it goes for Flare Blitz instead of Brave Powder. I don't know for what reason. And obviously, there goes my Venusaur. And I could have stayed alive. I really just went in because I didn't know anything. I had to think. So yeah, I'm pretty sure a Brave Bird would have maybe with max damage knocked me out. But since it's paralyzed, it can't outspeed me, and also I'm Scarf, but the Brave Bird probably would have knocked me out, so I don't know why he didn't go for Brave Bird. There goes the Darmanitan. I'm feeling that it's Scarf or something. I don't know, what am I saying? I just go for an Ice Beam to get some damage before I go. And obviously that's gonna be more than enough to take me out, but luckily with the recoil, my Genocide goes down, but it takes quite a bit of damage. Then I go into my Greninja, and I just hopefully pray I can live a Flare Blitz, but I guess it wasn't Scarf because I outspeed. I know that Greninja is a fast motherfucker. But I'm not sure. I'll have to count that later if the Scarfed Darmanitan is enough to outspeed a Greninja. Anyways, I just go for a Dark Pulse, and luckily I get the flinch. Just go for another Dark Pulse. Luckily for my opponent, I don't flinch the Rotom again. Go for a Volt Switch, does a good damage. I'm still Dark type, so that was neutral. And I'm not sure what set this is. I'm not risking a Mach Punch because that is going to be enough to OHKO me. But it set up a Swords Dance, and now that's very scary. I know it probably can't touch my Latias, but yeah, it might have been Focus Sash. That's what I thought. I was scared. I just went for Sash Shock, wrapping up the game quite nicely with the Latias. I'm just gonna Dragon Pulse this thing, and that was the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go check out my opponent on Twitter and check me out as well. Check out Blazeshadowthorn and subscribe and like if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.